here and welcome to my blog, which is all about rising from the flames of adversity to create your dream life using the law of attraction. Today, Moldavite. Let's talk more about Moldavite. 2019, the year of the Moldavite for me. For those of you who don't know, I've been using Moldavite and I've got two pieces now. This is one I had last year and I've had for around about 6 months. I've been working with, and this is a new one that I've only had for a short period of time. And yes, I have decided that I really want to go big on Moldavite because it's made some transformations in my life last year, and I want to see how far we can take it this year. So one of the things I'm trying to do to work with Moldavite in 2019 is to meditate with it. Now, I have a video on the chakra meditations that I do involving this Moldavite. What I'm going to talk about today is actually a 7-step process that I use to both visualize, to manifest things using the law of attraction and involving Moldavite. I have a 7-step process that I do every single day. I've been meditating for a couple of years now, and it is something that I do daily. But I wanted to kind of change the process a little bit, because before it was just visualizing, trying to create the future that I want, and it could go on for like up to an hour, and I felt I could better use the time to integrate other things that I'd learnt, to try and not only help me manifest, but to actually use the Moldavite and try to speed the process up, just as an experiment really, just to see where I could take this and see what this Moldavite can do, especially this new one. So I have a 7-step process. I'm going to walk you through it now, and the first step is what I call connection or oneness. It's trying to conjure up that feeling as if, conjure up the feeling that everything is connected and that we're all one, and which is true anyway, and quantum physics will tell you that we're all made of energy, and I try to get that feeling because it's a high vibrational feeling. And so that's the first stage I'll get to. I'll do that by visualizing. So I'll get into my meditation position, which is sat upright with my legs crossed. I can't do the lotus position, but I do what's called Burmese position. And yeah, I try to visualize, or rather feel the emotions of connectedness with everything that's around me, every living creature. And so it's a high vibration to be in, and that's the key. The universe responds to your emotion, and the law of attraction works much better when the higher the vibration you can get in. So connecting to that through meditation is a good way to start the day, I think. Step 2 is to feel gratitude. It's a big one. It's spoken about a lot in the law of attraction community and in the self-development community, and it really is such a high vibration, and it's very important because feeling gratitude makes you appreciate what you do have. And a lot of the problems people have when they're trying to manifest using law of attraction is they're too focused on what they haven't got, so they come to the manifesting process in a state of desperation or state of want or state of need, and that will push it away. So you can't do that. You have to come through a state of allowing and knowing and believing that it's going to happen, or that you already have it. It's a done deal. And so there's no pressure there, you know, there's no stress over, oh, is it going to come, when's it going to come, have I done the right thing? It's a state of, no, I set my intention, I've done my visualization, and that's it. I trust the universe, I know it's going to come, and because I'm grateful for the things that I already have, no matter how small they might be, it might just be you're grateful that you're alive. You know, and that's something I certainly am. You know, when I was struggling with anxiety, I did reach that suicidal stage. So I am just happy to be alive. I'm very, very grateful to be in this beautiful spot, which you can see behind me, on the island of Koh Samui, Thailand. I'm so grateful for particularly what's happened over the past year for me and the transformation that's happened in my life, and that I'm able to live this life of freedom and do what I love every day. So I have lots to be grateful for. But even if you're at the start of that journey, the start of that transformational process, you can still be grateful for the clothes on your back and the food in your stomach and the roof over your head and the people who love you. So a very high vibration to get into. Step number 3 is a new one that I've recently added, and it's something that I've learned a lot about lately, and that is forgiveness. And again, when you forgive someone, not only is that high vibration, but when you truly learn to forgive people, including yourself, by the way, for things that have happened in the past, you're letting go and you're releasing heavy energy and trapped energy, which you might not even realize is there, but can be blocking you from receiving what you want, what you're trying to manifest. And yeah, this is something that I've really started to do lately. I've forgiven a lot of people who have done me wrong in the past, you know, and I've felt lighter because of that. But the biggest thing for me was just forgiving myself, and I've always been very hard on myself, and not being able to forgive myself for some of the mistakes, inverted commas, because do we really make mistakes, or are they just things that we can learn from? Now, however you want to look at it, I'm forgiving myself anyway, and not being so hard on myself. And I've been very self-critical and of myself in the past, and probably still am to some extent, but it's something I'm learning to get much better at, and just to let go of the things, the mistakes that I've made in the past, and just learn from them. And yes, so you're not only releasing a bad vibration, but you're getting into a high frequency vibration just by accepting the things that have happened in your life for what they are, and possibly even getting to the stage where you can see the value that it's given you. It's made you the person you are today, which has been a difficult thing for me to kind of accept, that those things I had to go through those things, because I don't personally believe that you have to go through bad things to get an amazing life. But unfortunately, most of us do have to do that because of everything that's happened in our lives. We have a lot of layers to peel back, and a lot of shit to deal with, and a lot of energy, negative energy to release, and limiting beliefs to get rid of. So that's just the way it is for most of us. But yeah, forgiveness is a really big thing, and I'm really glad that I've added that to my meditations lately. Step 4 then. Now this is where we go into the process of manifesting. So I will start by trying to connect to my Moldavite. Now what I will do is I'll place this pendant on a part of the body, or usually I'll start with just holding it in my hands, because I feel a much stronger connection and sensations when I'm holding the Moldavite against my skin tightly. So right now I'm not feeling that much from this Moldavite, and I've had this for several months. I never really felt anything because of the copper setting that it's in between the stone and my skin. When I take it out of here and put it on my skin directly, I can feel it very strongly. The Moldavite flush, they call it, and the sensations that go along with that. So when I got this one, I started doing this a lot more. This was easier because it's just a pendant. I take it off the string here and hold it or place it on parts of my body, and boy, it makes a huge difference. So I'm now using that as part of my meditation. I really feel that Moldavite, and I try to grow the intensity and the I view it, I visualize a light growing stronger and then expanding out through my body. And yeah, I mean, time will tell as to whether this actually works as a technique. I don't know, but it certainly feels good, and I figure it's got to be doing something, right? So this power, I can really feel it throughout my body. Then when I've done that after a couple of minutes, I'm ready to start my visualizations, which is step number 5. And that's where I'm looking at my long-term big goals. And these are the big, massive dreams. The kind of stuff that I don't tell a lot of people, because a lot of people would look at me and think, really? Or good luck with that. But, you know, I don't really care what people think. I know the law of attraction much, and I know that if you don't dream big, you can never get big. You'll never get that high. So I'm dreaming massive now. And I prefer not to talk about that here on the blog, although I have mentioned it in the past. But yeah, I've got some pretty big things lined up for me, so I'll try to visualize those moments, just as I've done with all my videos that I've done for my blog over the past year, my morning manifestations that I've shown on the blog. Go and check out some of my early videos where I'm trying to manifest things using visualization. So the key is to try and feel the emotions. The universe responds to the emotion. If you don't put emotion and feeling behind the visualization, it doesn't mean anything. That's what it's responding to. And particularly emotions from the heart, I believe are what the universe really responds to and gives back. So rather than from the head, from the ego. This is what you really want. The heart never lies. So yes, I will do that. That's step number 5. Then I will move on to step number 6, which is what do I want in the near future, or actually on this very day. Now, as you'll know, if you've been following me for a while, my morning manifestations that I do, I always try every single day to create something, to create my reality, bring something in, no matter how silly it might seem, because first of all, it's fun. And I want to see the incredible ways that the universe will try to manipulate things and to create synchronicities to bring this thing into my life. And so apart from it being fun, it also increases my faith in the law of attraction when I'm doing it every single day and I see these incredible coincidences happening, forming, that the universe finds, and the speed of it as well. Most of my morning manifestations happen actually on the same day. And even if they don't, sometimes they can be incredible. They might take a few days, even a couple of weeks, but they always come. So I'm normally trying to go for something that, for example, if I want something to run smoothly during the day, like a meeting, for example, then I'll do that. Or if I'm going somewhere, I might ask to be given a safe and simple journey with nothing going particularly wrong on the way. Or I might just ask for something really silly. Maybe I want, I don't know, someone to buy me a free dessert or something like that. Or maybe I'll ask, oh, I'd really like to meet this person today and have a chat with them. So yeah, it can be anything. But I try to do that, I do that every single day, whether it's something that's important or not. And then we go on to the final stage, stage number 7. And again, this is a new thing that I've brought in because I've heard a few people using this. It seems to have some importance with it, but they create a blessing ball of light. And what that means is you use the energy, or what I do is I use the energy that's pulsing through my body because of this meditation and because of the Moldavite, and I try to gather it up and make it more and more intense, gather it up into a ball, usually around the heart center I'll try for, and just try to bless that ball of light with all the intentions that I've set for the day and for the future, and gather it up, and it's almost like you're sealing everything up and then sending it out to the universe. You're blasting it out into the universe, and I visualize that actually happening, coming out from my heart center, from the palms of my hands, the soles of my feet, the crown chakra, and blasting it out into the universe. And yeah, it's just a nice way to end the meditation. Yeah, whether it actually makes a big difference or not, I have no idea, but I know a few famous people who do this, so I'm gonna start doing it as well. Why not? Emulate the successful, that's what I always say. So yes, I blast out a blessing ball of light to finish things off, and yeah, so that's my 7-step meditation process for the morning. I do that every single morning, and I think with this Moldavite in tow, things are gonna happen a lot faster, speed things up, but we'll see. You know, I've only been doing this for a week or two, but I already feel as though there are a few things just starting to move in the background to help me with my manifestations, and things I can just see things starting to perhaps lock into place. A little thing here, a little opportunity there, a little person coming to my life there, you know, just a little conversation out of nowhere perhaps that makes me think, that's interesting, or perhaps a little download comes into my mind, I'm like, aha, you know. Things are starting to happen already, I believe, but we'll see. I'm going to be blogging about it, so don't forget to stick around, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment. Really want to hear from you. TimothyPhoenix.com, Timothy.Phoenix is my Instagram account. Come and say hello. And yeah, this is the year of the Moldavite, so stick around, there's going to be more videos coming soon. Till next time, hasta luego.